Well, speaking of being dicks, I played that little clip you sent over today.
Okay.
You sent that clip. It's a We Really Are Dicks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What made you find that, or where did you find that, or you were listening to that and...
You know what? Just somebody commented on it, and somebody put a comment on it on YouTube, and I listened to it and was like, oh, yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Well, speaking of that, and we definitely need to bring that to the table.
Yeah.
I guess you did some collecting of some comments this week.
Yes, there's plenty of good ones, huh?
Yeah, there were some good ones. I was just like, you guys just don't get it.
No, well, you know what? And we'll get into it later. I don't want to get into it all now, but I think it's because that's outside the platform that we care about.
Right.
It's just sort of there, and that's why those people don't get it.
Right.
Because it's not what we focus on.
Sure. Absolutely. And they don't get where we're coming from either.
No, of course not.
So, again, it's the whole hero worship, how dare you talk about my favorite guy.
Right.
The whole, it's the whole Nikki Sixx, the whole midnight thing.
Right.
All over again.
It is.
It's my guy. Don't you talk bad about my guy.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah. If you say something negative, you're dick, man.
You guys are assholes.
The only thing that look at Raider in the chat room. Neeley, was it an Indian? No, but we need to tell some Indian tales somewhere down the road.
Yeah, we even have a bumper.
We have a bumper now. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Well, we'll get into reading some comments, that Chris pulled this week, and I got a bunch of stories to get to. I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but this week has been a topic-rich week for me.
Good, because I did no show prep.
That's all right. I found plenty to keep us busy tonight.
Very good.
And no doghouse. It's not all racially motivated stuff.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way to turn it against the blacks.
It's got to be about the blacks.
It's all you and the coons.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's just some funny stuff that I ran across, or something that struck my fancy as far as topical material is concerned, or something that we definitely...
I'm sure they were not white people that wrote those stories, now were they?
Well, there was some white stuff in there.
Yeah, the paint next to the black guy that that the story was about.
Right. Exactly. Speaking of black guys who give black guys a bad name.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to get into this because it's such a stupid thing, but of course, the big talk of the week this week was Kanye making a spectacle of himself at the Grammys. Not that anybody pays attention to that anymore, but that's all I could see.
Yeah, I know it was everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, dude, you know what? If you don't win, you don't win. You don't go up there and try to take somebody's prize and say, well, you're not deserving of this because I don't think you should get that.
How about this? The more everybody talks about this fucking douchebag, the more he fucking makes money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm talking about this asshole.
Yeah.
Then it won't matter.
Yeah, I agree. But I did like that little meme that of Zach Wilde.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I hope I catch... Hey, Kanye, you better hope to God I never win a Grammy.
I just can't wait till a real metal band wins one and then calls him out for it.
Yeah.
Going to come out here and tell us that we don't get this Grammy, bitch. And that it's going to happen too.
Yeah. And why is he so pro Beyonce?
Who knows? He probably either did fuck her or wants to fuck her, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
It's the only thing I could think of.
Well, these other artists, they're not artists. They don't respect the artistry that goes into our music, and they shouldn't win.
Shut up, Dick.
Whatever.
The artistry of having 15 producers and a fucking guy that can work a computer real good.
Yeah.
Good. That's real artistic, fuckface.
Well, that's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't give two shits about the Grammys.
What about Tenacious D with the big win? That's in our genre.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
They won off of that, what was that, the Dio tribute record?
Please.
Of all the metal records that came out, Exodus, and I know you're not into them, but Slipknot had a huge record, and they give the win to a cover song by a goof band.
Yeah, by a goof band. I mean, you might as well given the Grammy to Steel Panther.
No, they did original music. Steel Panther wasn't eligible.
Oh, okay.
Because it was all original music.
Yeah.
They gave it to. That's the second time they've given it to a cover band, a cover song. Wasn't the last one Lemmy?
Yeah,
Lemmy a Grammy for a Metallica cover.
Yeah, it was a cover song.
Yeah. Fucking, you talk about as out of touch as they can possibly be.
Right.
What the fuck?
It's terrible.
Who cares about the Grammys, though? That's what got me, was how many people on Facebook were going fucking apeshit crazy about anything about the goddamn Grammys.
Yeah.
Who cares? Especially guys like us that listen to metal. Is anybody fucking bought a record because Hailstorm won a Grammy? I didn't. Did you?
No, absolutely not.
Have you ever bought a record because the band won a Grammy?
No.
And that's how many years you've been buying records? 40?
Well, I'm not that old, but yes.
Oh, 35?
Yeah, at least 35. 40. Yeah, you're right.
35, 40 years of
yeah.
Grammys, and now one time if you said, holy fuck, there's the Grammy winner.
Sure.
Let me buy it.
Right.
Dumb thing to get pissed off about.
I agree.
Yeah.
But if you were talking about true metal, if you want to talk about an actual metal band winning a Grammy, there's no way that Exodus should not have won a Grammy.
How about at least got nominated?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't know who else was nominated for Grammys, but I'd be curious to know who Tenacious D beat.
Yeah, really.
I mean, I got to think Judas Priest was probably one of them, because they're one of those Rolling Stone favorites. They're like the Rolling Stone favorite metal band.
Right.
Let's look it up. 2015 Heavy Metal Grammy nominees. Let's see if it says. If we can find that real fast. Best Metal Performance Grammy Award. Okay, the nominees were, I know we didn't want to get into this whole fucking thing, but okay. Wow, this is really pathetic.
Okay.
Anthrax for Neon Nights from the Ronnie James Dio tribute.
So again, another tribute.
Right. Mastodon High Road from One More Round the Sun. Once More Round the Sun. At least it's metal. I'll give them that.
Okay.
Motorhead Heartbreaker from Aftershock. I don't think that was a cover. I think that's an original. Slipknot, the negative one from chapter or dot 5, the gray chapter, and Tenacious D, the last in line from the Dio tribute.
Another tribute.
So they got 3 bands that actually had original songs and 2 bands that had covers, and they went with the cover winner from the band that's not really a band.
Right.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, great. Lots of credibility there.
Yeah, sure was.